It's Jason Abraham, the shadow teacher. And there is a verse in the Christian Bible, John 14:12. I'm going to read it to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And those are the words of Jesus Christ. And the works he speaks of there are miracles. The miracles. So what exactly are these miracles? Resurrection of the dead, turning water to wine, turning stones to bread, to food, casting out demons, healing the sick with a touch, walking on water. Are these the works he actually refers to? And what does this passage actually mean? Well, again, reading the Bible and books of the old world, what we find a lot of times is you have the religious dogmatic side, which looks at the literal words and takes it literally. And then we have those who just look at it as strictly metaphor and take it strictly as symbolic. But what I've found is that you have to look at these old texts from multiple perspectives. You have to look all around them. And with that being said, is my belief is, and my experience is how Christ works, is we all must be initiated. And this Christian theme is about the relationship with Christ. And what I've found is when you pursue that relationship with sincerity, a spirit starts to talk to you. And just like training in a martial art where you have to master a certain number of skills before you advance to your next belt, that's speaking with traditional martial arts in this metaphor, this spirit initiates you into higher wisdom and higher knowledge. So as you deepen in your own spiritual maturity and you deepen in that relationship, then your depth of being, your depth of expression changes. You get initiated, and your understanding expands, your consciousness broadens. And as far as miracles go, I am a believer that humans are capable of doing far more than what we're told that we can do. We see people who do what we believe are superhuman feats. I talk about it in my own videos with psychic abilities and remote viewing, but I actually don't think that's what Jesus is talking about. What I believe the miracle comes is really the person that you become when your heart is transformed, when you are led by the Spirit of Christ. I believe this is a process of alchemy. I believe the works of miracles for the sake of showing off superhuman powers is actually the opposite of what the Christ Spirit is about. There's another passage I did another video that's in the Bible about the spirit of Jesus, or Jesus being tempted by the spirit of Lucifer when he's fasting. And the spirit of temptation is what lures us into exhibitionism, feeling that we need to validate ourselves through showing off. And again, this is kind of what the lower self, what the ego likes. When the ego is in the driver's seat, it likes to be important. It likes to feel like it's better than everybody else. And what a great way to do that than by showing off superhuman powers. And when you access, again, there are superhuman powers that exist, and you can get those without being initiated through Christ. Like you can go through these process of initiation and understanding, or you can be in that relationship and then you can turn your back and you still have these powers. And we see this all the time. There are all kinds of gurus who can do amazing things, and they're just doing these things because they know you're going to be amazed by them, and you're going to start to worship them. You're going to give them all your time, your money, your attention, and follow them around in hopes that you can have that same level of power too, but they're going to make sure that you don't. They give you just enough so that they can keep their power over you and you keep chasing. But the Christ Spirit doesn't work that way. The Christ Spirit, you learn these abilities, but when that Spirit guides you, you use them when they're appropriate. You use them when there's an actual need that goes beyond your own ego validation, beyond the need of showing off. You don't fucking need to prove yourself to anyone. When you know yourself and you know you have value, you're not showing up because you need to prove anything. You're showing up because you're called. And that's what I believe this passage is about. It's about answering the call and letting that Spirit lead you, letting that Spirit reveal your powers and your abilities, and then you using them in accord with Spirit. And that's all I got, because that's what we light workers, the light workers of the world, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're Hindu, whatever, whether you're Muslim, whatever religion you may have been raised in, when your heart is in the right place and you're being led by the Spirit of truth, that's what we're called to do. We're called to show up and use our powers with that Spirit and co-create and make this world, well, we don't, again, just allow the Spirit of beauty to transform the world and come through us. And I will see you on the other side in the new earth. Class dismissed.